Hi drawing class, and this is your second assignment. In this assignment, I want you guys to think of this as your preparation stage. You're getting prepared for your drawing this week. There are a few steps to this, so if you have any questions after this video, feel free to email me. I also included some steps in this assignment's directions in Canvas, okay? So as you kind of start out, a couple things you need to go ahead and set up for yourselves. First of all, you need to get out your large drawing pad, okay? That was something from your syllabus and your course materials list that I'm hoping you guys have. Second thing is your ruler. If you only have a very short ruler, it might make it a little bit more challenging, but you should still be able to get through this, okay? What I want you guys to do first, as we kind of prepare for our MC Escher drawing, is you guys are gonna take your ruler and you're going to split your paper in half. So I'm going to essentially draw a line right here. Now this, I believe, is 18 inches. So I'm going to, actually, sorry, it's not 18 inches. This is 24 inches. So what you're going to do is you're gonna measure 12 inches over and you're gonna make a mark, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take my ruler. I'm gonna put it down on the edge. I'm gonna make two marks, one more towards the top and one more towards the bottom, both at 12 inches. And that's so I can connect my marks and use those as guidelines to run a line all the way down my paper. Once you do that, you can go ahead and you can just keep it in there and just work on one side. I may, just for the sake of the demonstration, just get a pair of scissors out. Whatever you feel is the easiest way to cut this, that's up to you. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half so that I have a sheet of paper that is now 12 inches by 18 inches. And you're gonna be working in portrait format kind of like this week. Now we're not gonna put a border on this, mainly because it's going to be easier for us to grid it this way. Now if you wanna run a border and change your dimensions, that's up to you. But essentially what we're gonna be doing on this paper is we're gonna create a 12 box grid. So we're gonna have 3 boxes going on the short side and 4 boxes going on the long side. Now, measurements wise, you're gonna take your ruler, and as you know, this is 18 inches, so you're gonna have to trim it slightly, all right? Because it's gonna be 4 boxes long. So you're gonna have to take 2 inches off that long side. So I'm gonna mark it the 16 inch right here, and I'm gonna cut off those 2 inches. So I'm gonna take my 18 inch long paper, cut off 2 inches, and now it's going to become 16 inches long. And that's going to give me the perfect dimensions for a 3 by 4 box grid. Each one of your boxes now that it's 16 inches by 12 inches, okay, is going to be 4 inches long and tall. Okay, so I'm gonna put my ruler here. I'm gonna measure out, all right, 4 inches. Now let me take this a bit closer so you can see. Set this aside here. I'm gonna line my ruler up right up on the side of my paper. I'm gonna measure at 4 inches, 8 inches, and at 12 inches. I'm gonna do the same thing down here, and that's going to allow me, so 4, 8, and 12. It's gonna allow me to connect these lines. Now, the main thing I want from you guys, and I'm gonna draw a little bit heavier so you guys can see it, but the main thing I want from you guys is to draw lightly. So this is way, way, way too heavy, all right? Do not press down this hard, okay? You want to press down very, very light because you're gonna erase these in the long run. Once you do that, you can turn your paper. Now you're gonna be measuring at 4 and at 8. Since it's only 2, I'm gonna bring it down here so I can do it down here as well. Give myself my guidelines. Just like that. Connect them. And then now I have my 3 by 4 box grid on my paper. Okay, so pretty straightforward stuff. Just make sure you draw very lightly. Now, additionally, you guys are gonna be choosing one of the MC Escher images you see in this assignment. Now there's 4 images, some are more difficult than others, all right? So think about how much you want to challenge yourself. The easiest of the images is this. All right, I printed it off. And if you would like to print it off, you can go ahead and click on the link that's with each option in Canvas. Print it off yourself if you have a printer at home. If not, you can just work from a digital reference. Either way, you're going to be putting a 3x4 box grid on these in griddrawingtool.com, just as the directions state in this assignment, okay? Now, if you're working from it physically, what you can do is you can print it out to be a specific size, and you'll put your grid on it here. So here I'm gonna have a smaller grid, and I would just go ahead and have 4 boxes by 3 boxes, and then I would have my grid here as well, okay? So that this grid would correspond to this grid, okay? Now, as you can see, when I printed it, I cut off the borders. That's up to you, it's optional to print it, but you do need to run a grid on your MC Escher, because whatever you're drawing in one of your little boxes, that's what you're drawing in one of these bigger boxes, okay? You're gonna be sketching this entire image out one box at a time, paying attention to where you're actually at. This is gonna help you with proportions, and this is the crux of grid drawing because it helps you take something that might be a very difficult image. I'm not sure how many of you guys are gonna choose this one. You're brave if you do, all right? But it's gonna help you translate a very difficult image onto your drawing in pencil, okay? Once you finish this, all right, I would like you to go ahead and photograph this just so I can see that you did it and submit that, and also photograph your image digitally, okay? And that should have the 12 box grid on it from griddrawingtool.com, okay? So that's 2 submissions for this assignment in your preparation for your actual drawing. And then once you finish that and submit it, I would suggest get started. This is gonna be a little bit more of a difficult drawing than we've had, all right? You guys are going to be doing a little bit more critical work here when it comes to your technical abilities, okay? So do your best, stick with it, draw it lightly in pencil first, and then go over it in Sharpie and get all those nice little details in there, okay? So good luck. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm just asking you guys to try and get outside your comfort zone. Hopefully I see some amazing work this week. Enjoy your Escher drawings, guys.